It's laser dude time and we're gonna read some comics. Yes, we're gonna read them. It's laser dude time, gonna tell you all about it. Let's all go and read the comics. Hey guys, it's me again, Laser Dude 99. And so I decided, like, if you see my videos, you know I have a lot of top 10 lists. This time I'm not doing a top 10 list, but I'm going to go through my favorite superhero stories with the individual superhero. I'll show you my favorite Green Lantern story, my favorite Spider-Man story. I'm going to mostly focus on DC superheroes, the Justice League, but there are some of them that I just can't do because I don't really have a favorite story of them. Like Wonder Woman, I don't really have that comic book with her in it. I mean, it's her as the central main character, so. But I just want to show you my favorite superhero stories, so. Let's go. Up first is Green Lantern. Now, Green Lantern hasn't been one of my favorite superheroes for a long time. He's just recently become one of my favorites. But nevertheless, just recently, I have been reading some Green Lantern, and my favorite Green Lantern story would have to be Green Lantern Sinestro Corps War. This book, honestly, is what really got me into Green Lantern. I knew about Green Lantern, that he had a power ring that I didn't really fully understand what it did, but I knew about him from, Justice League comics and stuff like that, and what he could do with it. And, I thought it was alright, but everyone kept on dragging and dragging. I buy a Wizard magazine, right? And, everyone kept on, in the magazine, everyone kept on saying how Sinestro Corps is the best book of the years, the best thing of this, the best. So I'm like, gosh, give it a rest, will ya? I mean, so then I was in the comic book store and I see it, I'm like, why not? I'll give it a look over. I was blown away. Like, this book is just not. I like part 2 better than part 1, but I don't know where part 2 is right now. It's just one series, and it's still my favorite Green Lantern story. I mean, Jeff Johns is a master writer. The way he writes Sinestro, Parallax, and of course, Superboy Prime, Cyborg Superman, and the Anti-Monitor. I actually like Superboy Prime. I guess Superman Prime as he's called now. But I really like him. He's just such a cool character. Because, honestly, he's kind of like what you and me would be because like he grew up as actually a comic book fan. He was reading Green Lantern and stuff, and he didn't know that these people were actually real in another world. And so when he gets here, things just go wacko. But nevertheless, the way all the other Green Lanterns too work is very, very well. They're all from different planets. They all have different views on life, and they're written that way very well. Where one of them can be really mean and brutal, and others, like Green Man, are actually like really nice people. This book just goes like when you read it, you're just like wide-eyed the entire time. I don't want to talk too much more of it because I already have a review on Sinestro Corps War on my site. If you want to hear me talk all about it, just look on my videos, look for Sinestro Corps review, and you'll find it. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite Green Lantern story. I can't wait to see what they do in Blackest Night. The only problem is I only have $4 in my account, and I can't afford to buy any comics right now, which sucks. It really, really sucks. But hey, don't you dare leave any message and spoilers for me and spoil it all for me. I will find out when I'm ready. Spider-Man is next. Now, Spider-Man's like my second favorite hero. And I'm a pretty big Spider-Man fan, except I don't have a whole lot of normal Spider-Man comics. The comics that I do have are Ultimate Spider-Man. And so my favorite Spider-Man story actually is issues number 2 and 3. I guess issues isn't the right term, but basically the two stories that they are Kingpin Electro, and Doc Ock. I don't have it actually. That one though, my sister actually has it. So I'll just talk about the Kingpin story. The reason I like this so much is because this is the point. Like before this, Spider-Man, all he was really doing is using his muscles, right? He was just punching people down, and that's all he was doing. And this is the point where he screws up big time. There's even a scene where they demask him. So they toss him out the window, and he just basically gets his butt kicked. There's a funny scene where he's walking home after it. He's walking home and he's thinking, "Dear Peter Parker, you sink. Sincerely, Peter Parker." But after that he starts playing it smart, and he finds a way to take down Kingpin and Electro, and he just finds a way to do it. Whoa, I'm really zoomed up. Sorry. And so he just finds a way to take everyone down. And this is also the one where he tells Mary Jane that he's Spider-Man. And I like that she doesn't believe him. He knows that she wouldn't believe him. So then he has to start climbing walls. It's funny as she says, "Wow, you're a superhero, and I thought you were gonna kiss me." He's like, "You thought I was gonna kiss you?" She's like, "Oh, I can't believe I said that out loud." So they're just about to kiss, and then his aunt comes in, and he's like, "Don't want no, no." She says, "I just pray you two are beans." He's like, "Oh my gosh." She's like, "I gotta go." And she tries to give him the talk. It's just a funny scene, because it actually, it's like a kid being a superhero. That's what it is. And it shows it. Also, my favorite scene, though, in it is when Spider-Man's trying to escape, and Kingpin, in the second battle, he's like, Kingpin comes at him, and he's like, "Well, there was some things I wanted to tell you last time, so here we go. You are so fat that when you cut yourself shaving, marshmallow fluff comes." No? Okay, how about this one? "You're so fat, your high school photo was taken from helicopter." He just keeps on saying these "you're so fat" jokes, and it's so funny. I mean, me, that's just Spider-Man, how he would say, "You're so fat," and it's just one of my favorite Spider-Man moments. Alright, so I've gotten Spider-Man, Green Lantern. Who's next? The Flash. It's not, my favorite Flash story is not Flash Rebirth. I was just using that because actually my favorite Flash story doesn't really have the Flash in it that much. My favorite Flash story is Rogue's Revenge. Now, I've also done a review on Rogue's Revenge, but I don't know, it's one of my least viewed videos. But I don't know why, because it's such a great story. Once again, Jeff Johns is the writer. And it's one of my favorite villain stories, period. I mean, it follows the story of how the Rogues accidentally, apparently, killed Kid Flash, who was trying to be the Flash at the time. And they're like, "We had a #1 rule: never kill a speedster." That was our rule. We never wanted to kill anyone. The game wasn't supposed to be won, sort of thing. And so they were like, "Okay, we're just gonna quit because we're gonna get taken down. So we're just gonna hang up our suits and that's it." And so then it goes to Libra, who's doing his whole, evil will win, evil's gonna win sort of thing. And Captain Cold and the Rogues tell him that we're not gonna join up. So, goodbye. Libra's not going to take no for an answer, because he really wants the Rogues on his team, because the Flashes are the key to the crisis. So basically, though, there's this different kind of Kid Flash clone or something called Inhernia. I don't really know a whole lot about him. And he gets loose. He was in suspended animation, and then he gets loose and starts running around. He's going to kill people. And the Rogues say, "Before we quit the game, we're going to break our #1 rule last time and kill this speedster." Because it's because of him that they went and killed Kid Flash. Like, when they shot at him, the Flash would always run through the flames, run through the cold stuff, whatever. But apparently in Hernia, this speed away while they shot at him, and so it killed him. So the first issue ends with Zoom saying that to Inhernia, "You're going to be the next Kid Flash." So yeah, it comes in 3 issues. Just I can't say enough about this. This is just it's one of my favorites. It's just the art. It's not like wow, but it's really well done itself in its own way. But it's the story that really grabs you, and then how they end it. When it ends and they finally go and they finally get to the end. The end is just a huge climax. It's really cool. It's just, and it ends with them all